One is for Solomon, one is for Abe, and one is for Sam.
Right.
Got it?
Wait, now which is for which though?
You pay whoever gets there first. May have
You said we got the first choice. This is great. This is just what you need for San Francisco right now, as a matter of fact.
They're really nice. Did you really make them yourself?
Sure, what's you got to do?
You can tell I made it. I'll show you how you can tell. There'll be a mistake somewhere. See, that looks like one there, see?
Yeah.
Oh boy, they're really nice.
Yeah,
So where do you do this?
These are his seconds. Are these your seconds?
The first I sell for $25.
Where do you do that? On your ship?
Oh no, I did it while I was in a hospital.
How are you feeling? You're feeling pretty good, huh?
I'm in number A1 condition right now. I just passed the examination.
So you can go back if you want to?
Friday. See? And,
Friday you're going
I'm
back
waiting
on a boat?
for a report on my cartograph. I know that's going to be all right. So.
You mean Friday you're going back on a boat?
No. I just got examination. I'll probably go back a week from Monday to some ship.
No kidding. And away you'll go, huh?
Yeah.
Will you go around the world again?
No, I wanted to, and I couldn't make it. Actually, I probably could have. Would have taken another job if you people hadn't come in.
Oh,
I wanted to go to Israel again. They only go 2 times a year to Israel, see?
Yeah.
So I wanted to make the second trip. I couldn't make it in the kind of job I took the first time, but I could have made it in another job.
Oh, another capacity, not as a... What do you call it?
I made it in a job where I'd make more money.
Is that right?
Yeah. I could have made it as a room steward on the last trip.
Any way catching up with it?
What?
Any way of catching up with it?
I don't want to catch up. I'll tell you, it's best that I missed it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You just got back.
What? Well, I'll tell you, I need the relaxation.
What do you do in
That's
town?
my main trouble. I'm tense all the time.
Not me. I'm very relaxed.
Another thing I found out, I cured the piles myself.
Sure, you had a nice, easy bowel movement that takes care of the piles?
You know what I did? I've been using that preposition H.
Preparation H?
What is that, something you buy in the drugstore?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that helps?
Well, yeah, a lot of guys swear by it.
Yeah, tape recorder. I want to do the hear a bunch of conversations with Molly and stuff like that. Well, I'll get it to you later.
So where were you? Where did the boat stop?
Well, from here I went to Honolulu.
Honolulu?
Honolulu. See the family?
Honolulu.
Honolulu, I went to Yokohama. Yokohama, I went to Kobe. From Kobe, I went to Hong Kong. Hong Kong, I bought Chinese shoes made in red China.
Those
Against the law to bring them in the United States.
Yeah, you have to wear them, huh?
They cost me $6.
Did you shine those yourself? Or was it well shine?
Yeah.
And from Hong Kong, I went to Manila. And in Manila, I got sick and didn't go ashore. It was my day off, too. And I laid in the hospital for a week with a high temperature and diarrhea.
Well, you had something
I think it was the flu.
Yeah, probably good old-fashioned flu, no matter what.
Terrible flus out there.
Yeah, oh sure. Well, the food, you have any element.
Okay. And from there we went to Singapore. And from Singapore we went to Colombo. And then from Colombo we went to Penang.
Never heard of Penang, did you?
That's in Malaya Straits.
Do you like traveling around the world like that? Is it really? Is it
I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it.
I mean, is it
It must
really?
be marvelous.
Well, I'll tell you. In 1968, I can retire and get $250 a month.
That's not bad.
Pension.
But will you do it?
And it's
Sure you will.
And
Will you?
In 69, I can collect my Social Security in March, which would be about $110 or something.
Oh, Social Security plus your retirement? Your retirement and
be about $360 together.
How can you get Social Security? You're not old enough.
62 and 69.
Are you?
You mean I don't look it?
No.
is that? And she's only, and Lori's only 54. Isn't that amazing?
What? Yeah. You know, it's a terrible thing. Every time we'd have a birthday party, I was supposed to tell anybody anything. I'll be second Jack Betty.
Oh, I'm shocked.
Well, you gotta give Lori credit, you know, for one thing.
Good for that.
At the age of 50, she went back. She started college, and she stuck to it and graduated. You gotta hand it to her.
That's true. Boy, she really. You don't look it, and
That's
she
why.
doesn't look it.
That shows you what a stubborn person she is. See.
Oh, we found out.
And that's That's the real trouble between her and Myrtle. Both of them stubborn, but Lori is the one that's wrong.
She really is wrong, but she can't see it at all.
I know she can't see it, because a taker never can see. She's what you call a taker, see? Not a giver.
Yeah.
And a taker can never see what's wrong.
You're kind of right about that. Myrtle is a giver, like
Yeah,
she's a giver.
Lori's a taker.
Myrtle's a giver to the nth degree.
You'd think it would have been a good combination.
So it was at first. But you see, what happened, Lori got married against the, and Myrtle disagreed with the marriage because it was a shagetz, and then...
was it based on any good reasons?
No, she just married because she wanted to...
Get married, she moved to a
Not only that, it wasn't only that.
Built a
You see,
Myrtle?
it's the same trouble that we had in our family from the beginning when she was a little girl, keeping up with the Jonases. That's a very bad disease, to try to keep up with the Jonases. You know what that means when they say keeping up with the...
Don't say, you got to be very careful. We happen to have a friend whose name is not Jones, but Jonas.
Yeah.
So it's really keeping up with the Jonases.
Yeah, well, when you're trying to keep up with the Jonases, it means you're trying to get to the higher society. You think you're too good for the lower society, and trying to keep up. Like a girl that can't afford to buy a $50 dress at I-Magnets in stores, a $100 dress at I-Magnets, and can get the same dress for $20 or $15, and the Emporium will go to Weinstein's and pay $50 or $100 for the dress because it's got a label I-Magnets. She's keeping up with the Jonases, see? So she wants that label, see? And that's the kind of woman Lori is, see? And to live like that here, if you're not making it, you've got to get it from somewhere. Well, when they came out here, they decided to live together. They were supposed to pay everything 50-50, but it always wound up with Myrtle paying more, especially on the household stuff, see? And Myrtle never said nothing, but she'd always be digging Myrtle, why she isn't going out, why she isn't doing this. And you know, you can do it to death. Then she'd throw parties in the house, and after all, Myrtle was paying half the expense of the parties, never said anything. And then she'd insult Myrtle in front of all these people all the time. So when she got married, she left, she told Myrtle she can have everything, see? Then she comes back and wants in, and Myrtle, like a damn fool, shouldn't have let her in, but she let her in. And when she let her in, everything was hers again, see? Yeah. So she started picking on Myrtle and making insinuations that she was lesbian and all that kind of stuff. So it became violent. So Myrtle wanted to kill her, see? So then she goes and tells the police Myrtle is insane and all that kind of stuff. And then she's been telling everybody in Los Angeles Myrtle is insane. Well, you can't go around doing things like that against your sister. Of course, everybody knows there must be two sides to the question. But in the meanwhile, it's poison, and she still says it. And there's nothing you can do about it. One says it about the other, back and forth.
You've tried, haven't you?
I've tried everything, but it doesn't help. Just like trying to get Myrtle to
wouldn't Myrtle go make up? I got the feeling that Myrtle would really like to be.
No, I don't think not anymore.
No?
I think Myrtle reached the end of her relationship. She decided to.
And Myrtle will make up tomorrow if Lori would go and apologize for everything.
Yeah.
And Lori will not apologize because Lori says I didn't do nothing wrong. Well, what gets me, here's a woman that went and studied psychology.
Oh, well, you know, let's admit one thing. The worst people are the ones who know psychology and who are psychiatrists. They are the people, unfortunately. There's a reason why they're studying that.
That's right.
And that's the sickness in itself.
That's right. I agree with you 100%. I have to laugh when I think of it all the time. Sure, I know the reason.
That's right.
Because I know what she's doing right now with what she's doing. And what she's doing is wrong. Yeah. And she got nerve enough to tell it to me when I fought against all the things that I've spent my whole life fighting these things. That's why I was a communist. I fought against people like her. See? Because what she's doing, she's taking the property away from people that are poor, and she's got them in a bin.
I mean, in her social work.
In her social work.
I heard a little bit of that yesterday.
They wouldn't take, other ones wouldn't take it away. But she brags about how she's taking their property away from
them. I heard that. I didn't say anything yesterday. She kind of...
well, I closed
You get a poor old woman, for instance, who got a little bit of garbage, and sure, she may live in a rat hole, but for her, that's what she
condemns it.
And she comes in and knocks the last bit of self-pride and independence out of them and converts them to a welfare state.
Yeah.
And it's actually...
and she brags about it. And how can you tell them? You couldn't tell her that. No more than you can tell these guys like the new governor about the schools.
Yeah. It's a funny system. I don't know. The word communism doesn't mean a damn thing. That's a label, and label doesn't. Nothing fits the label.
Well, actually, I'm not a communist.
Yeah.
I was a member of the Communist Party for years, and one of the most active around here.
Is that right?
But I organized all over the world, and the United States government hates me more than they do the leaders, see? Because I fought the army and licked the army too, see? But actually, today I'm not a communist.
How can you be? Because it in itself...
They betrayed me too, so you see, when our union got busted, see, I belong to a different union now. My union was broken, and these guys raided it and took it over with the help of the government, crookedly, see? And my union was an honest union, but it was to the left, see? This union is a reactionary union to the right, and this union is selling us out. They increase our wages, but every time they increase our wages, they take something away from us.
Yeah. Well,
the company now says...
See, unions have gone all the way to the top of that hill, and they're on the other side now. It's not...
And the company says, when you got a beef and you say, we're going to take it to the union, what union are you going to take it? We're the union. See? So it shows you what you got. And me, I'm not supposed to open my mouth, but I do. I'm better off not say nothing because I'm ready to retire. And what's the use of fighting for people that are no good? They're no good in the first place.
So you're really going to retire? And you won't...
I haven't made up my mind.
Retire is a very... what does retirement mean?
Well, yeah, but does that mean you won't travel anymore?
Well, I won't travel for nothing. Get paid for it. I intend to travel, though. I intend to use every cent I get to travel.
No, you would love it, huh?
What? With $350, I can move around all over the world with it. That's enough to keep me moving.
That's right, too.
I stop a couple of weeks and I go further.
Remember, he doesn't have to pay for a hotel room like this. He can drop to any flop house for a couple bucks, and he's got a bed at night, and up he goes, right?
Yeah. But it's not easy to find cheap places around the world. Well, but if I had to, I probably would.
Yeah.
See?
Well, this way you live on the ship, huh?
Yeah.
And when you stop at different places, how much time do you have to look around?
Well, different places we stay different length of times. In Honolulu, we came in the morning and we left at midnight. We came in 8 o'clock and we left at about 11 o'clock. Then in Yokohama, we stayed there 2 days. In Kobe, we stayed there 2 days. In Manila, we came in the morning and left at night.
How much time do you manage to escape? You have stuff to do while they're landing?
The longest we stayed was in Bombay. We stayed there 5 days. And
are you off the whole 5 days?
Oh, no. We take turns being off. But some ports I get off the whole time we're there. There's ports which are known as your home ports. You see, I've made it a rule that in all the ships I let them know at the beginning that 2 ports are my home ports. In other words, those 2 ports I want on.
In Los Angeles?
So which are the 2
One
ports?
is Honolulu, and one is Manila. See, I call Honolulu. I very seldom get into Los Angeles. My ships.
Well, where do you keep your girls? In which ports?
But I have friends in Honolulu.
Friends.
And I'm past the girls' stage already.
Where do you keep your bubbies? In which port?
Being a doctor, you ought to know. Once you get an operation on your prostate, you might as well forget what's in your mind.
Well, my father's got a good now. He's got a tube in his belly now, see, so he can use it only for what it was designed for, basically, anyways. Because for urination, he's not using it anymore for a while.
Oh, you mean?
He's got what's known as a suprapubic prostatectomy. So, what they suspect is the cause. It's hard to say whether it's diabetes or not. He may be due to prostatism, but his bladder, he wasn't urinating and emptying his bladder completely. His bladder got stretched way out without being emptied, which is like prostate trouble. You know, running, dribbling, overflow, unable to empty completely, urgency, hesitancy.
But I didn't have that. I had enlarged prostate.
Right, but you had enlarged. No, but the enlarged prostate can give those symptoms that I'm talking about.
It caused that.
Yeah. In his case, he had it backed up to the kidneys, and his kidneys are pretty much shot in some respects. And so they think the reason behind his is not necessarily his prostate, but his diabetes has killed his sensation in his bladder, and he doesn't feel when it's full, and so it just gets stressed out.
Well, you know what I feel about this stuff? I feel that this is a family thing.
Well, it's an old man thing. It's just like women have their hysterectomy.
I think my father had it. And I think that we
I think, did he have that, or did he just have the...
all he's got from what I know is his back trouble.
Well, he's had back and hernias. He's had hernia operations.
Well, I had hernias too.
Yeah.
But I had the first first time I got a double hernia, I was working in a hot galley, and I went down to the ice box and I chopped up some ice, and I picked up about 25 pounds of ice in a bucket, and it was light, you know, and I walked up and gave it to the people in the galley, and then I went. They had a bar, like a big bar across the deck by a wall there, let's say, and where they dish out food, and by a counter, and I put my leg on it like that. And the minute I put my leg in that, I felt it snap.
You could feel it actually tear through.
Yeah, and
that's interesting. Hernia there is really the same as a ruptured disc.
So the next morning, it was down here. It was swollen like that. So I went to the doctor and they put compresses on it.
Yeah. Did they put cold on it or hot?
I don't remember.
I use cold.
And it went away?
Yeah, well, it just retracts. The bowel, what a hernia merely means is
I know, it's like an outpouching.
Yeah, an outpouching. The bowel breaks through, and if it gets trapped and you get gas in the other end, it can't get back up. It's an hourglass effect.
So I stayed on there, worked the rest of the year, and then we went on strike. Operated. And I was too dumb to get any money out of the company at that time.
No, you mean other than just paying for the medical?
Well, they don't pay for it. The government pays.
Oh, that's right. You happen to be. You went to the what do you call hospital?
They were supposed to pay me maintenance when I came out, and they only gave me $2 a day for 76 days that the doctor said I couldn't work.
That's all, just $2 a day?
And $2 a day was enough to live on.
Why?
And I didn't know anybody in town, and I was busted. It was terrible. I was 34.
Oh, back in 34.
Yeah. And then in 62, I broke them again when I had all those operations.
Is that right?
So, but the doctors, they should take them and hang them, you know.
Sure they should.
See, here's a doctor on a ship, a man with over 50 years of experience. I have this accident on a ship, and I go to see him. I got 2 hernias torn. I got a crack in my skull. I got my gallbladder busted.
You're what's known as a factory reject.
Oh.
See? And my stomach is blown up like that here. And from the stones that gotten in there, blocked the hole in there, and the food couldn't get down. I drank a glass of milk, which kind of all that acid, it soured, and it blew me up. See? So I go to him, and he says, oh, that's nothing but a scratch, and paints it. And then he says, well, give me antibiotics.